Guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my very best tips on how to apply cream blush products. It can be a little intimidating and some people find it to be a little scary. A lot of people stay away from them because they think that people with oily skin can't wear them, or it's a little scary to think of applying like a product from a stick directly to your foundation that's freshly done and then to rub it in. It's just a mess. But I'm going to show you how to do that without doing that, and how to get great results, especially for spring and the warmer months. Anytime really, I think it's a great thing to wear more like cream blushes. It looks a little more natural, gives you a little more of a dewy finish, and they last a really long time. The color stays true. So I'm just going to give you my best tricks for that and show you my favorite products. My NARS multiples are my go-to. Even when you're using bronzing products from a stick, which one of my NARS multiples is, I'm going to show you exactly how to use that. So definitely keep watching. I'm going to share with you my very best tips for applying cream blush. Alright, so I'm going to show you first how to use the NARS multiples. Now, these are products in a stick, also like something like the Tarte Amazonian White Clay infused cheek stain. I will do a separate video on liquid products, like actual liquids, because those are a bit different. But anything in a stick like this that you can use, or something in a compact like this, like the MAC cream blushes, if you want to use a cream color base, something like that. Although I do find that even products that are specific cream blushes or anything like that that are in compacts do dry a bit stickier. I find that products that are in stick form set up a little better on the face, and that's from a bunch of different brands I've tried. So the method is the same whether you're going to be applying the stick or the cream. The cream blush you can kind of dip your brush directly in, but for the stick products that a lot of brands have out now, I'm going to show you how to use those, because if you think about it, you really don't want to use right after you've done your makeup and your foundation is on and everything, a bronzing product right onto your, you don't want to rub that right onto your freshly done foundation, because it will wipe it right off. It will get on the thing. And then once you rub it in, you're basically just wiping off your foundation. Same with your cheek color. So these are the two colors I'm using. I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm in the multiple, and I'm going to use the NARS multiple in South Beach as well. And they do have, I believe, a Laguna shade, but this one is bronze as well. It's just not quite as dark, I believe. So what I like to do with these is I put it on my hand like that, and these last forever, so doing that really doesn't, make much of a difference in like how far the product goes. And then I take this is an F40 from Sigma. This is one of the synthetic ones. You can definitely use one like this, which is a natural hair, but I find that synthetic bristles work best for cream. So get it on there, on your hand, and then apply it. You can see it transfers really well, and you can just kind of work from your hand. And if you wanted, you can also just kind of lightly dab it, although like I said before, I really prefer putting it on my hand. You can lightly dab it like that, and then instead of using your hand to kind of rub it in, which I think kind of wrecks your foundation, use this brush to blend it, and you can see it really blends it flawlessly. So that is my go-to way of applying a cream product. To really make the product last, you can take a matching blush. This is actually the same exact color blush. It's called Orgasm as well. And then layer it over it. But I find that with these NARS multiples, you really don't have to do that because the color payoff is really great. It sets up really nicely. But if you wanted to, you could definitely take a similar color blush and just kind of set it. And this blush will last all day long. But I don't know, the whole point to me in using a blush that's in a stick like that is not having to use, the powder blush, and not having to use a million other products, because it does look really dewy, it looks really natural, and if you use the right product, it really will last all day and, not change colors. So those are really, really great. Now, if you had a product that was a little more bronze, like this is the South Beach color, or the NARS Laguna, I believe they make a Laguna one in the stick as well, you can use these as bronzer. And that's kind of scary to think, people think, oh, let's just use it from the thing as bronzer. Use it the same way on your hand. And typically I would do this before my cheeks, or before my blush. But just showing you. Take a brush, and then you're just going to apply it in the same places that you would apply your bronzer. For contouring, you can apply it just a little bit on the cheekbones, and just kind of swirl it. And I always like to apply a little bit right around my hairline. Alright, so we've got bronzer, we've got blush in a stick form. You can definitely also have highlighters, and there are NARS multiples that have that as well, but there are, like I said, tons of other brands. This is the What's Up by Benefit, and it has a little blendy thing on the end, although I don't use that. You can see mine looks like it has foundation all over it, because when I first got it, I did use it like that. It just ended up wiping off all my makeup. So you will use this much in the same way. So going back, if I wouldn't have done this in order, you do the bronzer first, although I did it the opposite in the video just to show you. And then you would do your blush, and then you would do your highlighter. So we're going to do this much in the same way, and I actually really do love this color. It's a great product. So what I do is you wipe it on your hand again. It's very simple, this little trickaroo. And then you want to take something just similar to what you just used. I'm going to use this brush that is the F82. It's just like I've used these other ones before. This one was a little more angled. This one's just a little smaller for the highlighting. So I get the product on the brush and then I dab it, and it really transfers like crazy. And I just do that right on the top of my cheekbones. You can do just a little down the center of your nose. But yeah, it really does make a big difference, and I really, really do love that product. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and picked up some tips, and that you won't be afraid to try some of these stick products. You definitely don't have to use the NARS, like I said. There's so many brands. A lot of drugstore brands have these stick products now too. So yeah, try different ones, play around with it. I think they're really flattering. They just look really, really natural, and I just love them. Perfect for spring. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!